Night. And you know what that means? It's Monday night.
I was going to say, and what does that mean?
Hey, we are so excited to be able to do this every week. And we had a fun time. We did an extra one on
Friday.
Friday. Yeah.
That was kind
That
of
was
fun.
fun.
It was something different. We just decided kind of at the last minute that we were going to do it, so nobody knew that we were going to be on, and we didn't even really know what we were going to talk about until like half hour before we went on. And then we decided to, hey, let's just record this and let's cut it and edit it.
And when I say cut it and edit, I mean Kristen did the cut it and
I did as best as what I could.
Hey, we are so excited to be here with you. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'll be right back, but you can talk a little bit. And when I come back, I want to talk about like what people did for their vacation, if they've gone already or if they're going. We got some ideas, and we even tell you how much fun we are. Earlier today, we were talking about where different shampoos come from. We'll talk about that. I'll be right back.
Hey, everybody. If you are watching us on Facebook Live or on YouTube, please do us a favor and put a comment in there because I don't know if you're watching, so I don't know who to say hi to. Hi, Janice. If you are not watching Abundant TV yet, I encourage you to watch Abundant TV. Our show, Rob and Kristen Show, is on every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock p.m., or you can catch up on some of the older episodes weekdays at 9:30 a.m. So you can. Hi, Pastor Larry. Your show is awesome. I really enjoyed that. Um, so one of the things that we would really love for you to do is if you are not subscribed to the Abundant TV YouTube channel, please go to the YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. It really helps us out a lot. Plus, one of the things that YouTube does is it suggests our channel to other people who watch similar things, and so it gives us an opportunity to introduce ourselves to some new people. So if you can do that, and if you're still not sure how to watch Abundant TV, you can add our network from Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. You can watch it on the internet. Or my favorite is just going to your favorite mobile device and go to the App Store and add Abundant TV. It is absolutely free. Download it to your phone, and then you can just watch us wherever you go. And I've done that a few times. We've been out and about, and I have opened up my phone and just watched a little bit of the programming on there because I wanted to see what was going on and support some of the shows. We have Abundant TV on almost all day, every day. And it's just fun to kind of pop in when I'm home from work and see what's going on. And Pastor Larry, your show was on when I was home at lunch today. So I got to watch a little bit of it. And it was something that I really enjoyed doing. Um, Janice, if you are still there, tell me how you're doing. So I haven't talked to you in a while. Um, so one of the other things that we were doing is we were talking a little bit about not really being sure how many people are going to be on tonight, just because I know it's July 3rd and a lot of people are out watching the fireworks tonight. And I'm not sure where you guys are all located and when they are shooting off fireworks where you're at. It used to be on July 3rd here, and they moved it to July 7th this year. But there are a lot of communities in our area that are shooting them off tonight. So, okay, Janice, I appreciate that. Keeping you me up on what's going on. So, one of the things that we were talking about earlier today is just what do you guys do for 4th of July? And have you gone on a vacation anywhere this summer? And are you planning on going on a vacation this summer? Oh, Pastor Jim Reed. Oh, Pastor Reed had really an amazing story, and he told me that I could talk about it. Um, but Pastor Jim, I would love it if you could talk about it sometime. But you know, something that happened with Pastor Reed is he reminded us of something, and that is that we as Christians really need to do a better job of living a life that is reflective of Christ to everybody that we meet. You know, we have to be so careful that we're including everybody and not excluding people because of how they look or how they dress or where they work, what they do, what they don't do, because Jesus loves all of us. And sometimes I think we forget, and we do, Pastor Jim. I think sometimes we decide that, hey, you know what? I don't know what to say to that person. I don't really know how to approach them. But I think your story that you shared today is just indicative of how many people just want Jesus. And if we really are truly living our Christian life in front of people, I think we would see more people say, I want what you have. So bless you, Pastor Jim, for sharing with that gentleman and doing the things that you do. Mackinac Island? Pastor Reed, Mackinac Island? Is that what you're referring to? We went to Mackinac Island last year for our anniversary, and it was really awesome. I think that we're all nobodies in the eyes of the world, but we're all definitely somebodies in Jesus' eyes. Definitely. You think about the thief on the cross when Jesus said, "Today you will be with me in paradise." Imagine that. So, it doesn't really matter what it is that we've done, and that's one of the things that I try to harp on all the time when I'm out speaking or when I'm out singing is God has a plan for you, and don't let Satan try to step in and ruin the plan that God has for you by just doubting and causing you to doubt what it is that God wants for you. So, hi, Samantha. Rob's going to be back at some point in time, but I don't know when that is. How are things out there in Kansas? I know last Friday it was really hot, and it seems like it's getting really hot here now. So I'm wondering if your weather is coming our way. Oh, goodness. Oh, you got to see your grandnephew, your new grandnephew? Well, that's precious. That's always a good day. So, well, I am not sure when Rob is going to be back. He seems to have just disappeared on me. I don't know what he's doing, but he just absolutely seems to just disappear. He says he's out sharing, but I know Rob, he's probably actually talking to somebody on the phone by now. So, oh, Samantha, you guys need rain. Have you guys been in a really bad drought? So, oh, that's awful weather. Oh, did you finally get done sharing, or did you
I got done sharing.
go
That's
have a
why they're
snack,
yep. Oh, I
get
did.
some
I got a snack.
coffee?
No, I don't have any coffee. Oh my.
Oh, no.
That is, but by the way, if you haven't watched since last Monday, we learned how to do this. How cool is that? I think I need to cut my nails too. Um,
Good one.
I just saw that. Anyway, hey, do you want me to let you Hey Jim, how are you? Pastor Jim, do you want me to exit you so you can go share?
Sure.
And I'll do this. It was 97 today in Virginia Beach. Oof. It was warm here. To be honest with you, I was in air conditioning all day, so I don't have a clue what it was here. Hey Samantha, good to
It was
see you.
hot. It was hot,
It's
but it wasn't 90s, like 97 hot. It was
no.
probably 89 hot, but it was muggy.
It was definitely that way. But hey, we want to invite you while Kristen's off sharing. We want to invite you to come and watch tomorrow night. We're gonna do a special edition of the show. We're talking about 4th of July, and we're asking you guys if you've traveled. Have you taken your family vacation already? If you have, let us know. Comment where you've gone. If you haven't done your family vacation yet, tell us where you're going. And if you're not doing a family vacation this year, tell us you're not doing a family vacation. And hey, if you could share this with your friends, it really helps. You know, Abundant TV continues to grow, and we're super excited about that. And it boggles me sometimes exactly how much we're growing, and we appreciate each and every one of you. The folks that like tonight, that are here with us, that are watching, you guys are it. You're the reason we're able to do what we do. And it's humbling every day. And I'm blown away by people that are watching. Hey, Steve, how are you doing, my friend? Hope things are going good for you. Haven't seen you in a long time, but I hope you're doing good. Steve Black's here, and it's just so awesome. And Pastor Larry, it is, well, we love having you. If you haven't watched Pastor Larry's show on Abundant TV yet, it's on at 1:30, no, 1 o'clock, excuse me,
1
and
o'clock and
6:30.
6:30.
Yes, 1 o'clock and 6:30. So 1 o'clock in the afternoon and 6:30. If you love good preaching, you need to, and just a good word. Pastor Larry's great for that. Andy Lewis is here, my friend, who for some reason is quite delusional and believes the San Francisco 49ers at some point will be a good team. Uh, but they have this problem, you know, Andy. They have this thing, and I don't know. Maybe they just need to eat smaller bites because they always seem to choke. Oh, Andy's part of a great show on our network, also with Lighthouse Christian Church out of California, and I love to give Andy a hard time about his church, about his, not about his church, but about his favorite team, the
So
San Francisco
we have
49ers.
several pastors watching tonight.
Yes.
Oh, happy Independence Day, Janice.
Hey, Janice, how are you?
So,
So,
Rob, one of the things that I said that you and I were talking about earlier is, and I heard you mention it, is where are you going on vacation?
um, yes, I asked that. I was reading. You shouldn't let me read. That's it. Taking our show off your network. Yeah, that's it, Andy. There you go. But that was the best joke of the day. You would miss me if you didn't have me around. We were talking about travel, and it was funny because Chris and I are getting ready to go on our family trip. We go with Kristen's family,
Well,
and
part of the family.
not all of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
the other ones that Jeff, my brother Jeff has got 5 kids, although one of them's married now, so I guess he can't really claim them. My niece, Kayleigh is on a missions trip, and she was in France, and she might be in Italy now. So she's living her best life and doing stuff that college kids do and going overseas and going on missions trips and and we're talking about going on vacation and how many more hours we can squeeze into a day to do work.
Yes. No, it's a different life. It is. But so okay, so here was our question today. Kristen was home for lunch, and we had a few minutes, and so we were looking through stuff because this is what people of our age do. We were looking through all of our travel size shampoos to take with, because we're
Okay,
staying in a condo. Yes.
so I need to interject here. So I have this like shoebox size tubs, you know, Austin and Elizabeth first time viewing. Well,
Hey,
it's so
Austin and Elizabeth.
awesome. Awesome to have you with us. So if you are just
Whoop, whoop.
watching
I'm
if
gonna
you
start
are
that when somebody says first time viewer,
Oh.
whoop, whoop, we're gonna give them a woot woot.
Oh, hey Stephanie. Happy
Uh,
Independence Day to you too.
Happy 4th, Stephanie. Praying for Dave. Pastor Dave, we have been praying for him. I totally understand
Yes.
that situation. That, ugh, tough stuff.
So these comments are really coming in, but let me go back to the story so Rob can get back and telling you what it was, and then we'll talk about where you guys are saying you're going on vacation. If you're just joining us, and Austin Elizabeth, this is Rob and Kristen Live. If you haven't watched Rob and Kristen Live on Facebook before, we don't really necessarily have an agenda like we do on our show. So if you're saying, well, I haven't watched you on your show, we're on Abundant TV. You can get it on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, or my favorite is just going to my app store and downloading it. It's free, and then you can just watch us wherever you are. So the Rob and Kristen Show is on every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and weekday mornings at 9:30 a.m. and
Yep.
Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m.
Oh, Pastor Larry, we love Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge.
Yes.
That's one of
So
our favorite places.
we've been there. Actually, that was the first place
First
that
time we
we
met.
met. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yes,
hi,
we're
Herb.
hoping the smoke clears.
So, oh yes, definitely Holland, Michigan. It's so beautiful, Gary. I told Rob, I mean, I haven't been there for a long time, but I remember being there as a kid, and I told Rob, I said, we need to go. So
Yes.
anyway, going back to our story. So when we were home at lunch, I have this like plastic shoebox size tub, and I have it labeled like travel size items. And when we're flying, and so we're going on vacation, I thought, well, I need to see what travel size items I have this time, because usually I just say, okay, I'm just going to go to the store and I'm just going to buy all new stuff, travel size, so I don't have to go looking for it. And I thought, no, I'm going to go look this time before I go to the store and buy it. So I open this up and I start like sorting all of these things. And I'm finding, although these little, besides the ones from Bath and Body Works and some that I bought at the grocery store, which they don't sponsor us, so I'm not going to name their name, but we're there like every night. We found all of these different hotel shampoos and conditioners, and I said, I don't even know where these came from. I don't. It's like, which hotel brand has Paul Mitchell? And I don't know. I don't even remember the other ones. And
Yeah, I
so
don't either. But Paul Mitchell is Marriott, or they were. Now, unfortunately, Marriott has changed to somebody else, and I can't remember who it is now. And yes, Larry, Pastor Larry, we do events in Pigeon Forge. That's how Kristen and I met. We have an event called Creekside, and we do that there every year. And so last time I went to Holland, I was in grade school. Aw, and you bought a wooden. That's so cool.
So, Gary, when I was there, I was in elementary school and I got one of the wooden shoes. I just thought that was the coolest thing in the world to get one of the wooden shoes. That's what I remember about being there.
Hey, Marty, it's good to see you. Hey, guys, if you could do us a huge favor, if you could share this on your Facebook page, because we want to grow Abundant TV. And so we're excited about that. Great programming. Like, I mean, shoot, everybody's been here tonight. Lighthouse Christian Church, Pastor Larry's show, which is amazing. Just it's 1 o'clock every day, and then again at 6:30 every evening. And Andy, if you're still here, I don't have your times, and I'm
He
terrible.
probably left because you made that comment about his
Yes,
team.
yes, awesome. We will do it. Well, Pastor Larry, we're working on some stuff. We want you to be a part of some things coming up. We think the world of Pastor Larry. We met him at NRB this year
Mhm.
in Orlando, and what an amazing pastor! And we are super excited that he is now part of our network.
And
And
Pastor Larry, we still talk about NRB, and Rob talks about the food all the time.
all the time,
I don't
Pastor
know if
Larry.
I don't
Pastor
know if
Larry
you
is
had the opportunity to eat at, Latitude and Longitude at all, Pastor Larry, but we did. Every morning we had
every
breakfast.
morning. I love Pastor Larry because he posts stuff about food every day.
Yes, he does.
And so yeah, he's my friend. Immediately we became good friends. So
Yes,
um,
Janice, they have a lot of cool things in Holland. She's talking about the Tulip Festival.
do they scrub the streets like they do out in Linden, Washington? Do they in their wooden shoes? Do they wash the streets?
So anyway, so we were going through this tub of stuff and we found all of these things and Rob said maybe one of these times we could go on Facebook Live and see who might be able to identify which hotels these things came from because I don't know. So, but it's fun. We're getting ready for a family vacation. We are going to Galveston, Texas this year. It is going to be hot.
Yes.
I mean,
And
for
we
me.
So Pastor Larry, if you say your wife is an authentic Cajun cook, what is your favorite thing that she makes? And she's probably close by, so you're gonna have to say everything. But be honest with us. Tell us what your favorite thing is that she. Oh, but hey, listen, we appreciate each and every one of you that are watching. We love this new feature of being able to put it up on the screen. I just think that's fun. It adds so much. We want y'all to check in. If you're out there watching and you haven't commented, please comment. Let us know
Just
where you're at.
drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you're doing for Independence Day tomorrow. If you're cooking anything, let us know where you're going on vacation. And we are also, Rob, we were talking about what do we need to still go and buy before we go on vacation, or at least make sure we pack? Because when you go on vacation, it seems like you always forget something. Or when you
Yes.
travel at all, you always forget something. And when you fly, it's not like you can just drive to the nearest store and just go pick something up.
How do you say that second word?
Etouffee,
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Crawfish,
etouffee,
yes, as well as shrimp spaghetti.
and
So,
gumbo.
are these small spaghettis then if they're shrimp? Are they little tiny pieces of or like little noodles?
That was a
Just
really
wondering.
bad joke.
Oh, well, that's things I think about.
Uh-huh.
So, hey guys, remember if you could help us out because we're sharing over here and I'm watering my garden right now. Hey Marty, cool. What are you growing in your garden? We went to Galveston. Really? You went there for your honeymoon? That is so cool. So did you ride were the roller coasters there? Then they've got roller coasters on a pier. Or and did you get ice cream? That'll be Kristen's question. So I'm going to ask before she does. There's like it's the oldest ice cream place in Texas.
On the Strand. I don't know
Yes.
about if it's in Texas, but there's this old ice cream parlor on the Strand in Galveston, and of course, I don't have a lot of things on my wish list of things to do, but that is one of them, going shopping and visiting this ice cream parlor is on my wish list.
Yes. Well, and I want to go to the tall ship. There's a tall ship that's
Mhm.
moored there, and that looks really like a lot of fun. And so we're doing that. So we're asking you the question of the night. If you're just checking in with us here on Facebook and YouTube, is where are you going for vacation this year? And if you've already gone, where did you go? Or
Corn, cucumbers, tomatoes, green beans, onion, zucchini, watermelon. Wow, cantaloupe. That is a lot of stuff.
yes, that's not just a small garden.
No,
And
it
and the
doesn't sound like
question
a small
then
garden.
the question then, my friend, is do you put salt on your watermelon? That is the question of the day. My wife canned 8 quarts today. Ooh, that's a
Wow.
lot. I don't really know if that's a lot or not, but it could be. I'm assuming it is.
It's a lot to me because I don't know how to can at all.
Oh, well, that's honest.
Pastor Larry said ice cream sounds awesome.
Yes.
Ice
Did I
cream
miss that
always
one?
sounds awesome.
Good. See, he put salt on his. Yeah. He puts salt on his. Oh yeah, salt on watermelon. Yeah.
Okay, so Pastor Larry, you said your wife loves salt on her watermelon. Did you say if you salt your watermelon? Or are
With
you like, Rob doesn't like watermelon.
I
I
don't like the
find it
texture.
I find I just like, how do you not like watermelon? But he doesn't like the texture at all. Well, no, what was even funnier is we were eating lunch today and I had blueberries, and watching him eat the blueberries was like watching like an 8-year-old when you tell them that they have to eat something, because he was like contorting his face like, "Oh, this is just awful. I'm going to eat 10 of them."
And I did. I
He
ate 10
did.
of them.
He did, and he hated every one of them.
Yes. Salt on things may taste good, but you're right. It's not good for you. But if you got to eat watermelon, you got to put something on them, I think.
Larry, I am with you. Watermelon, no salt. And I realize the salt brings out flavor and things, but well, you don't need salt on watermelon. It is good without salt. So when we were having a family picnic, was that for Father's Day?
Yes.
So everybody went to my mom's house for Father's Day, and my sister-in-law brought watermelon. And so my dad was putting salt on it, and he told one of my nieces to try the watermelon with the salt on it. She took one bite of it and she was like, "Oh, you can eat it. I don't like it. This is gross, Papa." So she found out, no, I don't like salt on my watermelon. It was cute. But you know,
I just
Rob,
don't like the texture. I'm
yeah.
sorry. And I could be wrong.
Well,
I,
when
I
was the
mean,
last time you tried watermelon? Oh, and that's right. You took a bite of it that day.
a couple weeks ago.
And you still didn't like it.
I mean, I could eat it if I were on an island and I needed to eat, something like that, I would do it.
Oh.
That's yeah.
That yeah, that would be really sad. You know, Walter, one of the things that I used to love, like cantaloupe and the muskmelon and the honeydew, all of those things. And I don't know what happened when I was in college, but the only thing that I can really eat now is watermelon, because everything else makes my stomach feel like it's on fire and I can't eat it at all. So,
It's yeah. I love the smell of watermelon. I love the flavor of watermelon, like candies. I love watermelon candy, but
yes.
I don't know. How do I share the stream on my Facebook? That is a great question. All you do is there's a share button down on the bottom where you're watching us. Just hit share and it'll paste it to your Facebook page. That's an
Yeah.
awesome question, though.
I like seedless watermelon too, Pastor Larry. I do too.
See, if I were going to eat watermelon, then I could go, it's not in the house, mind you. I'm not like that, but I would outside. It would be fun. Yeah, I don't know.
Did you put Marty's comment up?
I don't know.
Did a
Where to go?
concert?
Oh, did a concert, drove over to Silver Dollar City, and it was as hot as there Disney with our kids. Oh, oof. Yeah.
I
Hey,
can
Marty.
imagine.
Marty, you know what they call it? You live close enough. You probably know they call it Steal Your Dollar City. I'm probably going to get sued for that one, but who knows? I'm
So
just saying what people say.
we've been out to the Branson area a few times. In fact, we went to Branson for our honeymoon.
Yes.
It was not our first choice, second choice, or
Wasn't
third
even our
choice, but
second
it
choice.
but it was during COVID and we had a lot of fun, even though there was a lot of stuff that was like the train wasn't open, remember? Because we talked about going on that, and that wasn't open.
Yep.
But we went in a lot of the little shops, and I found that, Christmas shop, remember? I
Yes.
can't remember the name of it, but I bought those really nice Santas there 2 years in a row.
Yes, and I can't remember where that's at. It's near that cool coffee shop. That's
Yeah,
how we go about things. It's near the
yeah.
cool coffee shop.
Where's that little shopping area that's got the coffee shop?
Yes, because I
What's
just
the
go
name
there
of the
and
coffee shop? I don't remember, but it's by that coffee shop.
thank you, Pastor Larry, for sharing. Hey, everybody, just keep sharing, share, and help us. You know what I'd love to get to? I'd love to get to 50 people. We're not close right now, but I would love to get to 50 people watching tonight. I think that would be so much fun. And uh oh, see, he loved the Christmas shop is what he loved. Now, Marty, do you drink coffee though? Because there's a coffee shop right next to that Christmas place. You need to go and see it if you drink coffee there. I mean, if you drink coffee. When I was a young man, I was in, I can't read because my,
Cozumel in the late 70s or early 80s and ordered watermelon, but got about 1/2 gallon of watermelon juice. Oh, that's
oh,
interesting.
no, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you, Pastor Larry. We appreciate it. And we'd love to. We'd love to get there to, to, I flip back to being,
Yes, because on Friday, we were flip-flop places.
yes, this is my natural side. This is where I normally am. So it's yeah, it was gross. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. No, no. I love the flavor though. I do. Yes, I went through there. She went to the see, you're smart. I go though, I like Christmas stuff because I love the Christmas music. And Kristen has Santas. You know, guys, those Santas, those really expensive ones. That's what Kristen likes
Well, we only have a couple of them because 'cause we've
so
only been
far.
out there a couple times, but
It's a lady, it's a designer. They're very cool.
Mhm.
Um, and we have them on our piano at Christmas time, and the cats stare at them. It's very funny. They look at them like, dude, who are you guys? They're so
Hey, I love that Christmas store, but I love Christmas. You know, if Rob and I got married, so this if you've never heard this story, we'll do the really abbreviated version of it. So we were talking about getting married and we decided we were going to I wanted a Christmas wedding because neither one of us had ever been married before and I wanted a Christmas wedding because I love Christmas. So originally we were planning on getting married December 11th of 2020. Well, and then COVID hit, and so our December 11th wedding obviously got postponed, and we rescheduled it for March 6th of 2021. And then March 6th came around, and that was postponed. And so I by then, okay, you have to understand, you know, you're planning a wedding and you're ordering things. And I had our ceremony set that had December 11th on it. I had our cake plate that said December 11th on it, and our invitations after we rescheduled, I had all of the invitations printed and they said March 6th on them. I said, and our we gave away ornaments for our wedding guests, and all of the ornaments said March 6th on them. So when we had to reschedule, I didn't know what to do. I thought, I cannot do this anymore. I told Rob, I said, we are not rescheduling it what we had to because of all the limits because of COVID, and we couldn't do what we wanted to do and have what we wanted to have. And so I told him, I said, fine, but you can talk to the venue and you can talk to all of the vendors and do this. And so he did. He came back and he called me and he said, well, so we I have good news. The good news is that there is one date where our reception is open, our photographer is open, the wedding planner is open, and the videographer is open. And I said, "Okay, when is that?" And he said, Well, that's the bad news. It's on Friday, September 3rd. And I was like, "Friday? Half the people won't be able to come because it's on a Friday." And so anyway, then he said to me, he said, "You know, your ring, how it's got the sapphires on both sides of it, and, because we both have September birthdays." He said, "Well, now it's not just for our birthday, but it's also for our anniversary." And I said, "Oh, that's so sweet." And so we said, "Okay, September 3rd." So now every on our anniversary, we're like, "Okay, this was dumb because now our anniversary is like Labor Day weekend." So now we're trying to figure out where can we go for our anniversary.
Yeah, it wasn't the best thing,
Well,
but
and then we were planning on going, we wanted to go to Lake Louise, and then we wanted to go to, Breckenridge. We couldn't go to no, Jackson Hole,
Jackson
and
Hole was second.
there was nothing available in Jackson Hole. We were gonna go to Breckenridge, and then right before we were getting ready to buy our plane tickets, they announced that they were closing all indoor dining and indoor shopping, so we decided, well, we can't go there. So then Rob jokingly said, "We could go to Branson," and I said, "I've never been there." "Okay." And that's where we went. And then I found this Christmas shop, and now I love going to the Christmas shop
Yes.
and eating the custard.
Yes, from Andy's. Andy's is awesome. And hey, you know what? We appreciate each and every one of you that are watching. And tell us what you're doing tomorrow. Are you guys cooking out? Are you going somewhere, doing something fun? You going to watch fireworks? You did your church did your church ever have fireworks? Our church did 1 year.
We didn't. If we
We
did,
did it
I didn't know about it.
We did it 1 year. My dad did it 1 year, and it was a complete train wreck. And my mother made sure my father never did that again. Um, Daddy thought it was a good idea. We had the hot dogs and did all that kind of stuff, and yeah, it didn't go well. It was not. Andy's, yes, is the best. Oh, hey, Richard, his song is here. Funny he didn't try to call us. Um,
Yeah,
if you don't,
maybe he did.
It, no, my phone's still on, so I'm
Oh,
gonna shut it
okay.
off because I know Richard. He'll probably call me right now. Um, we love Andy's. Of course, I've known about Andy's for a long time, and but um, Richard, if you don't know, his dad, Del His Song, does a show called Joy for the Journey. It's on every Thursday at 7:30, Fridays at 8 p.m. on our network. His dad does a great job. He and his mom and dad also sing gospel music, and they do a fantastic job. And that's how I met Richard when we were at National Quartet Convention, if I remember right. I believe it was NQC. So yes, I am a funny man. And so anyway, that was what it was. And Dell does a great job. Kristen and I love Pastor Dell and his just his cool stories. And if you've never seen his family, you need to see his songs, and make sure you have Dell preach. And we're going to family get together, and we had some fireworks last year on Sunday night. Yeah. Well, yes, I forgot. Pastor Marty is a pastor, and so I forgot about that part. So you're gonna have a family get together. It's just gonna be Kristen and I for tomorrow. So we're gonna just do our thing and work, which is what we pretty much do.
Probably the truth.
Probably pretty close to what will probably happen. And it's just that's kind of the way things go. We're thankful that we can work. But yeah, that'll probably be part of our day, at least in the morning. And so, in fact, I went this morning. I said to myself, you know what? This is going to be a great day. I'm not going to really work. I may watch a little Sports Center. I got up and I started working, and I worked from 9:15. By the time I really started, I had to make coffee first. It's about 9:15, and I worked until about 5:30, almost 6 o'clock. And so much for not working.
Speaking of working, is the scheduling done for tomorrow?
No. No,
Okay.
it's not. It's close though. We're really close. We are actually really close because it's all day. It's last. There's 2 shows and then approval. So yes.
So
Oh,
so when we were asking the question where, and if you're watching this on a replay, make sure that you drop us a comment. Where are you going on your vacation this year? Or where would you like to go on vacation? If you're not going on a vacation, where would you like to go?
or where did you go if you went somewhere already?
Yeah. Yes, Richard, close means no. I have to ask these questions because it's like
Got a
10:05,
Yeah, got plenty of time.
Uh-huh. So, ladies and gentlemen, if Abundant TV is off the air tomorrow, you'll know that Rob forgot to finish programming.
Well, no, it'd be like 10:30 at night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but no, hey, listen, draw hey, as long as you're here, and we've got a good crowd here right now. Tell us where you're watching from. We would love to hear where you are from.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, I didn't know that. Very cool. I know where that is completely. I've been there. You got Mark Trumbull coming up. Well, Mark's a great guy.
If you
And
if you have posters for them, make sure that you reach out to one of us because we would love to post it on SG and Scoops.
yes, yeah, definitely get it. Let us know. 14th next week. So that would be awesome. Next Friday. So
Well, thanks for being with us, Marty.
have a good one, Marty. That was a lot. 45,000 people attend in a city of 35. Wow. That is incredible.
That is amazing.
Hey, we'll see you. See you, Marty. All right. Greenwood, Indiana. I have been to Greenwood. Kid you not. I'm not. I swear to you, I have been there. Not a lot of people have, but I have. Houston. Hey, great to have you here. Love Houston. We're flying into Houston end of next week. So love
Yeah.
Houston. Yep. Both airports are cool airports there. Watching from Kansas, that's always a good place. She's probably a shocker. Southern Illinois. I love Southern Illinois. I used to be on the radio in Ava with my nationally syndicated radio show. Just
Yeah,
for a little.
Denise, we are going to Galveston for our family vacation.
I'm doing a concert in Baytown, Texas tomorrow. Hey, make sure that you send us a thing and we can put it up on Scoops if you're doing a concert tomorrow. That would be awesome. Revival Road Quartet is looking for a tenor in the Indianapolis area. If you know of anybody, I don't, Gary, but I love Indianapolis because their traffic is just super special.
Yeah.
And if you've never been through Indianapolis, that was sarcasm, ladies and gentlemen.
I love Indianapolis, but I hate the traffic there. It
Oh,
seems like it's always bad.
traffic is just hideous there. Watching from Battle Creek, Michigan. Tomorrow, we are going to the air show. Oh, super jealous.
That sounds
Super.
really neat.
Oh, I'm super jealous, Walter. Oh, oh. Go to Goody Company Barbecue. Goody Company Barbecue. Okay, hold on a second.
Oh, no. Now you're talking about food. Thanks, Pastor Larry. Now we're gonna get him sidetracked. We are actually planning on going to NASA and, Houston. Yes, I love the nonstop construction in Indianapolis, Gary. It
Gary, I started going through Indianapolis in the late 90s. And then when I married Kristen, we went through it multiple times, even before we were married. They've been building there since at least 2018 doing construction. It is crazy. I love Southern gospel groups. Come sing in my hometown here in Kansas. Ah, Samantha. Well, we hope that some will. You guys need to get some promoters. I think I love Kansas. Great state, beautiful people there. Battle Creek is famous for breakfast foods. Oh, really? I did not know that. Oh, breakfast foods. I wonder what breakfast foods Richard's talking about.
Cereal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Galveston is great. I hope the weather cools off. Yeah, no kidding. I'm hoping the same thing. I'm
Well,
feeling like I'm going to melt.
well, Denise, I think it was my niece who really said she wanted to go to Galveston. I think that she is enamored with the idea of the shells she might find, because she likes to craft when she's not playing golf. She likes to craft, and so she likes to collect all kinds of things. And I don't know. Rob and I kept saying, "It's gonna be hot there." "Oh, it won't." Everybody else is saying, "Oh, it's not gonna be that bad. It's only supposed to be in the upper 80s." And I pulled up the weather yesterday and I said, "Look, Rob, it's only 89, but it feels like 100."
Yes. So, what cereal is famous? What cereal brands came out of Battle Creek? I have no idea.
Gary, I moved here in 84 and I-465 has never been completed.
I don't think they are. I swear, I think they just dig it back up every year just to tease us. Replying to Richard, yes, it's Cereal City.
So Battle Creek had a really cool festival. Was it a few weeks ago,
Yep.
Walter? I was on a Saturday, I think, because we were busy, because otherwise we were gonna go. Where were we gonna be at? Oh, we were in Indiana, I think.
Columbus, Indiana. But by the way, if you kill in Battle Creek, does that make you a serial killer?
That was really a bad joke.
Kellogg's and obviously Richard didn't finish. Oops. Let's see here. So Walter, do you still have bad smoke? That's the question there. So replying to Richard, there's Kellogg's brand, Post, and several other snack brands now that have acquired other companies. Okay, so like this is legit. We're going up there to eat cereal. This- I love cereal. Sugar frosted flakes are like some of my favorite.
I have been in the Battle Creek area a few times. My brother used to live in Kalamazoo, but I have never been like, in Battle Creek. So what
Mm,
snack brands? What snack brands do you know? Because I don't know. I know Rob doesn't know, but Richard seems to know everything here.
he's like the man of Michigan. He's probably sitting over there going like this. Or is it like this? It's like this, isn't it? The Michigan
So
thing?
so going back to, was it Samantha that said she wanted some gospel groups to make their way out to Kansas? And Samantha, if you're still on, I think that there's a lot of people who would love to come out your way, but they have to know who to call. And that's the
Yes.
hardest part of getting into a new area, is really knowing who to call. And I know that's a real struggle for me. It's just I don't know who to call, but that's one of the things that I think a lot of people struggle with. Thankfully, the air has cleared somewhat because of the rains. Oh, Walter, the smoke here last week was just atrocious. I had headaches. They were awful every single day.
It was so cloudy downtown here in our little town that it looked like fog had moved in. It was
It really did.
crazy.
Okay, what is Richard talking about? This is legit. In fact, the story is that either Post or Kellogg stole the ingredients.
So are they serial thieves?
You crack yourself up, don't you?
I love these jokes. Let's keep them coming. I may snap, crackle, and pop.
So are you saying that Kellogg's, I mean, did they who did they steal from, Richard? Or Post? Who did they steal from?
He's writing right
He's
now.
Yes, or he's Googling it.
He's cutting and pasting as we speak. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like this long thing. Wikipedia.
So going back to our original question, if you are watching us live or if you're on replay, we don't know if you're watching us unless you post a comment. We can't really tell who's watching. So please post a comment. If you're watching us on replay, just hit replay. Let us know, where you're going on vacation, what you're doing for Independence Day. So
Thank
cereal
you.
thieves. Yeah, Walter, you don't need to encourage him. He
I just tried to cut and paste. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh,
Hey, Pastor. So
thanks for
good to see
being
you.
with us.
Oh, see, I knew that was happening. Oh, so tell us though, the question of the night is if you've already been on your vacation, tell us where you went. If you haven't yet, tell us where you're going and kind of give us an idea because we're going to Galveston, Texas, where we have established this evening that it's going to be super hot. And so yes.
Yes, Richard is right. Rob does not need the encouragement with his jokes. Now, if you ever watch our show, now if you have never watched the Rob and Kristen show on Abundant TV, you know that you can tell by my facial expressions when I'm just waiting because we don't script the show. We know of what we're an outline of what we're going to talk about, but we don't script our show. But if you're looking at my face and wondering why I'm always looking like I'm laughing, it's because I always am wondering what's going to come out of Rob's uh come out of his mouth next. And I watch his face because he makes these little faces. You can always tell when he's getting, yes, that one right there. You can always tell when he's getting ready to come up with a good joke. And sometimes he gets upset after the show is over because he's like, "You didn't give me an opportunity to tell my good joke. I was waiting."
Oh, well, it's the truth. I
Uh,
was
n-
waiting.
Pastor Larry, no, we are not airing from we're airing from two different rooms. Richard, I call the Rob and Kristen show
Yeah, we're cutting off.
Ricky and Lucy.
Yeah, I missed it. Are you wearing from two different cities? Yes, actually, she doesn't like me anymore, Pastor. So she's kicked me. I live in a completely different state. Mostly confusion. The Ricky and Lucy show. Nice. Oh, two.
Oh, so do you think you might be able to um, go, Walter, or are you guys going someplace different? If you are watching us, we're wanting to know where you're going on vacation, where you've been on vacation, or where you would like to go on vacation. And I want to know because we still have our anniversary honeymoon 3 coming up
Honeymoon 3.
September, and we don't know where we're going yet. And that's
Still,
really disconcerting to me because we've been looking for like 4 months
yeah.
and now
And
it's
it's
2 months.
yes, and it's getting scary now because tickets are getting expensive.
2 months from today. Well, actually less than 2 months from today when we would leave, but our anniversary is 2 months from today. Rob, are you staying off your phone?
No, I'm posting.
Oh, okay.
I'm sharing. Oh,
Jacksonville. Well, I hope you have good weather if you get to Jacksonville. Yeah, I know, Richard. I did lose Rob. He said he was sharing, but he was probably looking up something else on his phone.
just leave me alone. I may have already shared here. Now I'm gonna double share. I'll probably get put on timeout.
Yeah, well, I shared too, so don't have like triple share on one page. Gallenberg and Pigeon Forge. Yes. We've been there every year and
At
sometimes
least
twice
twice,
a year.
3 times. Last year was 3 times.
Yes, it was 3 times last year, wasn't it? And we haven't
Yes.
been there at all this year so far.
Not so far.
But we've been busy doing other things. Abundant TV, if you guys are still catching on about what Abundant TV is, we are on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, or you can watch us on your mobile device just by going to the App Store and downloading Abundant TV app. It is free, and you can watch great Christian programming 24/7. And of course, the Rob and Kristen show, the actual show, is on Tuesday nights. Now, this coming up Tuesday night is a little bit different. So tomorrow night, 8 o'clock p.m. is a little bit different than our normal show. We did a special for the 4th of July. Um, yes, Richard.
Yeah, the Marriott. The Marriott is a great hotel in.
Oh, yes, the Marriott, the Larry, I don't know if you go to Gatlinburg, so we usually stay in Pigeon Forge, and there is a Courtyard by Marriott in Pigeon Forge that is just amazing. I love it. They've got this little lazy river. Of course, usually we're there when it's not warm enough to be in the lazy river or we're too busy, but they have this lazy river and they've got some nice pools and the rooms are just so nice and they've got balconies.
And before COVID, they used to have they used to have animal crackers, and then they got rid of those. That made me sad.
Yeah, they did. And Rob
So
was sad. Well, and then there is the was it the Black Fox Lodge?
we stayed at the Black Fox Lodge last year. Enjoyed that. They've got a great restaurant on site. And it's a Hilton property. And it's part of their Tapestry series. And it was nice. I'm honest. I'm always honest with people when they ask me stuff. The rooms were a little bit small. The Ramsey. Yeah, the Ramsey's remodeled now.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
They were
Ramsey
in
they remodeled it. We went through it last year, wasn't it? Last year,
I think
two
it was
years ago.
2 years ago. We
They were
went through
getting
it. They were
done
in the
remodeling it.
they were in the
Yeah,
process of remodeling then.
yeah, and it
Oh,
really looks.
Gary. Okay, so he said you could try the luxury Canadian train with sleeper cars that runs across the southern areas from coast to coast. Okay, so there's actually one that I really want to do. It is a luxury Canadian train, and there's one that runs in Colorado from Denver to
Utah.
Utah for a couple of days. But yes, I know which one you're talking about because Rob and I like to watch YouTube videos that are talking about travel. So we've been watching a lot of these train videos. But I want to ride the one that stops at night and you sleep in the hotel because then you don't miss anything because you're only running during the daytime when you can see things. So, but it's a couple of days. It goes, I don't remember, Vancouver to
The one in
um,
Canada goes Vancouver to
Lake
basically
Louise.
Banff.
Yeah.
Yeah, to Banff. So that one's beautiful. Hey, Larry, they're going back. We'll be in NRB in February, back in Nashville at the Gaylord. Already looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're excited about that. So that's gonna we do. Yep, YouTube luxury trains are so addictive. Yes. There's a guy called Downey Live, and we're not friends. I don't know him, but dude does train videos better than anybody. Downey Live, just do that, and we will be there too.
DOWNIE live puts together some really great train videos. It's interesting.
You know what, Pastor Larry? If we get time, we should all hang out and have dinner. You and your wife and Kristen and I. My mom and dad did the train years ago. That is so cool. Now I'm trying to talk Kristen into taking like the Empire Builder from Chicago to Seattle or something like that. Unfortunately, Gary, we Googled some of the videos and that immediately killed that idea.
I might be able to do it for like 2 days, but those rooms are so tiny.
Yes, that's it. Yes, Downey. Yes, he knows.
Richard, that was not nice.
What did you say? I haven't gotten there yet.
No, you haven't.
Pastor Larry, don't hold your breath on dinner. Okay, so as long as he's going to bring up this stuff, Richard was there in Orlando, and it was exciting. It was great to see my friend, and I love Richard, and we're good friends, and we talk about eating, and we love to hang out and talk. So like 40 minutes before we were supposed to have dinner with his dad and him. In fact, it wasn't even that long, like 30 minutes. It wasn't even 30. It was probably like as we were getting ready to go, we were actually literally getting ready to go downstairs to see him. And I get a call and I'm invited to a very, very exclusive event that happened at NRB. Now, here's the thing. Richard knows my heart. Like right here. He knows that he is so special. He's like the brother I never wanted. Um and he's that man. So I had to go downstairs and I will tell you and Kristen knows this. I was nervous to tell him. I said and I finally just came right out with it and said, "Listen, I got to go to this. I mean, this is like once in a lifetime type event and I've got to go." And he understood, and that's because that's the kind of friend Richard his song is. It was
Actually, Richard, he was seriously thinking about turning it down so he could eat with you guys, and I said, "Well, you go ahead and eat with them. I'm gonna go see Don Jr."
So we can tell who really cares about you, Richard. It really does. Like deep down here, right here, buddy.
Okay, so Gary said no Amtrak. So Gary, why not Amtrak? Have you had a bad experience with Amtrak? If you've been on Amtrak, I want to know. I was on Amtrak one time, and that was going right around into Chicago, and it was okay, but it made me really not want to be on an Amtrak until Rob got me watching these Downey Live videos, and we watched Jeb Brooks, and he does some train videos, and it's like, okay, well, some of them might be fun. I like some of these trips that they're taking, but it's just I don't know if I
There,
can.
Richard does the auto train. He goes from is it Virginia, Richard, down to Florida on the auto train, which is an Amtrak train, but you take your car with.
Hmm.
So Richard knows his stuff when it comes to Amtrak. I don't know if he gets a suite or if he just sits up though. I have no idea.
Pastor Larry said that his wife loved the Gaylord in Nashville.
Yes. Oh, it's
I'm sure that
incredible.
I will like it too. I hope.
Amtrak auto train. Yes. Okay, so see, do you get a suite or do you just do the sitting up in coach? He's not. I believe he gets a suite. I don't remember. Oh, they get the family room, which doesn't have a shower in it. That to me kind of I don't know if I could do that.
So I've not been to the Gaylord, Pastor Larry. What I did watch a video on it because when we found out that's where it was going to be, of course we immediately went back and we looked at YouTube. I looked at YouTube videos because I want to know these things. Rob has been to the Gaylord before, but
I've
what
never stayed at the Gaylord, but I've been there.
so what is it about the Gaylord that makes it awesome? Because we heard this from Charlene and we heard this from Destiny. We heard this from a lot of people at NRB. Oh, the Gaylord is awesome, you know. So I want to know if I'm staying there, what makes it so amazing? Gary, you have to be very selective. My dad loved trains, but you need to research each of the trips. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with Gary on that. I still like the Empire Builder, one of my favorite trips, and
Well,
I've
maybe
done
we'll have to do
almost
that.
all of the trips. There are about 3 that I have not done, and on all the circuit for Amtrak, and so, and the auto train's one of them. The auto train is one of the trains I've not done. So, and I agree with you, Pastor Larry. I love driving. That to me is the way to go.
Airplane.
Yes, Kristen likes airplane. She likes to get there in a hurry.
Rob likes flying too. Don't let him fool you.
I do. I love to fly. But I've been doing it since I was a little kid. So to me, um, flying or going to the airport, just going to the airport is fine.
Once you get through security.
Yes. Well,
Going through
Kristen,
security is just awful. I can't relax until I'm through security because for whatever reason, I am one of those people that like get stopped. My suitcase gets searched like 3 times. They swab my fingertips. I'm an officer of the court. What am I, do I look suspicious? But obviously this last time when we went to Florida, they scanned my suitcase like 3 times. Somebody was looking at it and hand searching it, and they're like, "What is this thing in here?" And I said, It's a pair of tweezers."
which by the way, on the way home went into the checked bag, just so we didn't have that problem. That was the truth. It really was. It is super funny because I didn't have any trouble at all. I'm sitting over there, I'm fully through, and I'm like, and there she is getting them. They're giving her the 3rd degree over there. So yes, it was super funny. You get lost. It's okay, Pastor Larry. You're not the first person that has told me. I had people tell me this at NRB that said we love going to the Gaylord, but we get lost every time. And so that's yeah. So every 75,000 miles a year. I love traveling wherever I can. Yes. I forgot that was that many miles. That's crazy, Richard. That's a lot.
I like that, Larry. No need to leave the Gaylord. That's my type of traveling. If you're going to something, an event like that, you need to have everything right there where you're not running out to all these different places trying to find something.
Well,
So,
that's it. And we know they've got good restaurants, so we're good there. So and no need to leave now. So that'll be good. And it's coming up in February for all you Christian broadcasters and people. NRB. It had been a minute since I'd been there. And so it was fun to go back this year and really reconnect with old friends and meet new friends like Pastor Larry, who was awesome to meet. And I think we met on the last day, wasn't it? Was it the last day? That is crazy. And God directed traffic, and I thought that was cool. So it was awesome. So, but I know we're getting kind of to the end of the night, and it's been
yes,
so much fun.
it has been fun, and I'm looking at the time, and I know that you don't wanna go, but I also know that I don't wanna be off the air for an hour and a half tomorrow.
Yes, we don't want that. Hey, listen, guys, if you could do this, share this with your friends, share it, tell everybody about Abundant TV, and help us to grow and
Hi,
help us.
Brian.
Who's here? Hey, Brian.
Where are you watching from, Brian? We're actually getting ready to wrap. Yes, Richard, everything is
I'm
scheduled
almost
up
done.
to 10:30.
I'm almost done up to 10:30. Smarty pants. Oh, it has been so I don't want to
Oh,
go, man. This has
Tampa,
been so much.
Florida. Brian's watching from Tampa, Florida.
Hey, Tampa, Florida. Brian, I have been to Tampa. Love your airport. Pretty much that and the hotel is all I remember. I spoke at an event, literally went from the airport to the hotel that had a conference center, spoke at the event. Literally the next morning, I flew in the afternoon. Literally the next morning, went back to the airport. I spent more time probably in the airport than I did in Tampa itself. So, oh, love, man, that is cool. Larry knows how to speed. I mean, go fast. I didn't say he was speeding. So, but no, see, Larry, I guess I would have guessed you as a Mercedes guy. So it's surprising that you've got a Subaru. So that's interesting. I, I'm, we're GM people because I'm told we are. That's all we can be.
Now, I am because my dad retired from them and they helped put me through college. So,
So in other words, we have to keep plugging along with it.
loyalty.
Yes.
Loyalty to the people who helped pay for your college education.
Yes. And they did an awesome job.
We have a GMC Sierra and we're looking for a new one. Oh, there you go. Mercedes SUV.
Ha ha! I knew it. See, I knew you were a Mercedes guy. When I told you it, and this is in all honesty for everybody that's watching. Pastor Larry reminded me of my dad, and it wasn't in his looks, it wasn't anything, it was his actions. And my dad was a Mercedes guy. My dad was a Mercedes man, and so I guessed you was a Mercedes guy. But we have a special bond. I love Pastor Larry, even though I've only met him one time face to face. He is truly a great man of God, and I'm so blessed that he's a part of Kristen in my life. So, and that's the truth. That is that is it. But I'm glad you have a Mercedes because I guess right almost all the time on that kind of stuff. Yeah. Mercedes smart car. My second Mercedes. Oh, you'll never go back. That's my dad. My dad had a Lincoln and a Mercedes, and he drove the Mercedes all the time. It's where I got my love for cars. It's my thing. I love vehicles. I could get on here and talk for hours. Ford Explorer EL to haul sound equipment. The EL, that's the extended version of the Expedition. Those were great cars. What color? I
Well, we could be on here for if you didn't have to finish scheduling, we could be on here for a while because you just talk cars with everybody.
Yes, I love vehicles. I
He does
love
like he'll send me we'll be sitting on the couch and he'll send me
next to
a
each other.
yeah, and he'll send me a link on my phone to something, a car, and I look at it and he was like, "Well, you didn't comment on anything." Like, "Well, what was I supposed to comment? I don't know what I'm looking at. It just looks like an old car to me."
Yeah, I
So,
stopped sending her cars. She broke my will. Oh, awesome, Brian. Well, hey, catch Pastor Larry's show Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern time and 6:30 Eastern time, Monday through Friday on Abundant TV. That's awesome. My Mercedes is black. Yeah, man, that is awesome. I love that. So Brian, you'll have to watch Pastor Larry's just the coolest guy. I just met him. It's not even been 2 months, and just he has such a great heart. And I got to be a guest on his show, and actually, that's one of the shows we'll be playing this week. But you were right, Pastor Larry. I looked kind of like this. It was not good, but thank you for playing it anyway.
were you leaning forward?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. That was Pastor Larry goes, Rob, you look like you're a little close. I'm like, really? Oh, it was Brian's father-in-law is oh neat. Okay. I know who that is. That is so neat. Well, it's nice to meet you, Brian, and you're you have great family. And so it that is so neat. And you'll have to whoops. That's what happens when you bump your stuff. Oh, that is just the way life is right there. You try to act cool and yeah, it just doesn't work for me. That's right. You told me that. That is so neat, Pastor Larry. And oh, it's been fun tonight. What's your highlight?
Um, I don't know. It's just been interesting. Oh, I think 2 messages both popped up at the same time.
Yes.
3.
Yes. It's I mine was definitely the serial thieves.
Yes.
That was my favorite. Oh, so
It's
oh,
so good to have you with us. Thanks for, thanks for saying hi.
we could stay all night. I could just what I could do is I could move this over, finish scheduling, and we could just stay all night. I mean, it would be fun.
Well,
So,
maybe we should plan another time where you can hop on and tell people in advance. We're gonna talk about cars, so come on
oh,
and
wouldn't that be fun? Do a car. Oh yeah, have everybody share pictures of their cars.
I will be sitting I will say, "You guys can go ahead. I will sit this one out."
Yes, they do. They have a neat heritage of pastors. I love that. Our my family is the same way, and of course, I was not called to be a pastor, but it's a neat thing. Have a wonderful 4th of July, Walter. Remember, don't blow any digits off. That's just kind of the thing. Don't when
You
in
have a
doubt, throw the firework early.
have a happy Independence Day, Walter, and Walter, I think, was a guest on, Lessons for
Dave
Life with,
Dave Mathis
Pastor
show.
Dave
Yeah.
Mathis.
Yes, he was, a few weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he? Wasn't it a few weeks ago, Walter? 79
Like,
Camaro Rally Sport, yellow with black. Hello.
yeah,
Hello.
I would take that.
Yes, that's awesome. That is awesome. Brian's wife is Jillian. Oh, okay. As a songwriter,
Very
awesome singer.
cool.
Fun. We'd love to talk with. We love my wife, of course, over there is a singer songwriter. So we love talking to singers and songwriters and all those good people. So you never know. We might be able to get something like that.
Happy Independence Day, Brian.
Yes. Happy Independence Day. I'm so used to saying happy 4th. You're
You can say happy
confusing.
4th.
I will. I will.
It's because I say happy Independence Day.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm a follower, not a leader. That's my
Uh-huh.
problem. Yes, that's it.
Well,
Okay.
hey, we better wrap this up because, it's getting to be that time.
It is. It's pastime, which would be baseball. Um, hey, you guys have a great night. Remember this, and we say this always, Kristen and I do, whenever we get to talk to you, go out there. Whoops, we got a few people just really quick. Got to say goodbye. Yep. Great Independence Day. They lived in Nashville, now in Tampa. That's awesome. Back to the NCIS marathon. Well, there you go, Richard. Got to have those priorities right. That is awesome. Hey, you know what? Hey, blessings to you, Pastor. Great Independence Day. Yes, in so many ways. But hey, listen, guys, we say this every time. Go out there and live an abundant life.